Good morning. Well, it's not morning, it's noon. I'm going to have 2.5 days with the house all to myself today. My parents are going off for the weekend and the holiday. It's Passover, and I'm doing this mega cleanup. My clothes are in several locations in the house. First of all, they're in my bedroom. Some of them are mainly in my wardrobe. It's just 3 doors. They're the IKEA design. You know, the classic that a lot of people have even without the doors. And then I have a bunch of boxes upstairs, and what I do is I rotate some of them. I also have some of the boxes up there. I don't know if you can see what I'm at. I'll point out. You see, some of them have and some of them don't. Woo! Too much close up. Anyways, and what I'm doing is I'm gathering everything together, and I'm going to reorganize, and I'm going to purge. And what I did is upstairs I have a lot of boxes. I have some of them up for storage. Like I have books that I don't need on display, but when I still want to keep, or like material from my school, my law school that I don't want to get rid of because I'm going to need it again when I take the bar, for instance. Stuff that I've started collecting for one day when I move out. I'm just saying hi to my cat down here. So certain things that I don't need full access to. On the other hand, I have a bunch of clothes. A lot of them are like from when I was 17 and a size European 40 or 42. And they're like over 10 years old, so maybe it's time to get rid of them. But basically I'm going to do is I'm going to take out everything. I'm going to put it all together and then I'm going to redistribute it. So, right now, I've already started, and this is where everything looks like such a mess. I have this rack pulled out. It will be moved into the living room. I have all my shoes. I have some archive boxes ready to put together. And this is my wardrobe right now. I'm going to try to open it. I have that with boxes that are full up top. And the closet. And then my closet here is just full of stuff. I can't really open it because the archive boxes are in the way. But you can see it's full of stuff. And then I have another closet inside the spare bedroom that I only have about a little bit of hanging space there because the rest of the closet is not mine. So that's what I'm going to do for the next 2.5 days. And I gotta tell you, I'm really excited about it. Yay! I'm funny, aren't I? Get there. Update number 1. Okay. So, I will show you the closet. I cleared out the closet in the extra bedroom, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's empty. Well, on my part empty. I've also moved I discovered this expandable, I'm just going to point this out because you can probably get the same thing, the same idea everywhere. But basically you can see that this rack, you're supposed to be able to expand it to its width. Don't do it really too much. I didn't expand it even halfway through, simply because it will collapse. So I don't understand, catch it before I did it. See in the bottom it has also those extensions. I have moved out all the hanging stuff out of my bedroom and out of the extra closet. As you can see, that rack is full, and that's a bunch of clothes. These are things that on the first initial process I'm going to give away already. As you can see, that's nothing compared. And as you can see, I probably have a lot of clothes. I wish I could store everything on a hanging rack. Unfortunately, I don't have the room for that. Do you want to come in? Boo-boo! Buddha! Come on! There was a cat there. I did hear a bell. I'm not imagining. This is a spare bedroom, and that's my hanging rack. And as you can see, it's not that tall. It's like, I don't know, 3 feet? No, 2.5 feet? Like a little bit over a meter. And I also have the top shelf. So I'm going to utilize that for purses, as I originally planned. Also on top, since my mom didn't use that space, I utilized it. I have mainly boots up there, but apparently a lot of the boxes are empty, so I'm going to also be pulling down all my boots and redistributing them. I do not store my boots in the attic because it's not good for them, in general for shoes. I will be collecting all my purses and clutches and stuff like that and putting them on here. And that's going to be that room page. And there goes Booty. Buddha Buddha! And my room has only turned even more ridiculous since last time you saw it. But as you can see, the rack is empty on this part and long hanging, and I'm going to be clearing out everything. Now, what I'm going to suggest, I will sum up this experience, I think, in the video, because I think it's a really cool experience, especially if you're a hoarder or you're a clothes collector like me. I will be designating, I also have a bunch of boxes, archive boxes about that big. I will show you, that's not mine, that's simply here for another reason, but I do have a bunch of archive boxes that I'm going to be pulling down very shortly out of the attic, and I'm going to be laying them out and opening them and going through. I also have 2 boxes, they have random stuff and not clothes, but that's something else. But basically what I'm doing is I'm putting everything in my site so I can really comprehend how much stuff I really have, because let's face it, I have quite a bit just for everything I've pulled out already, and that doesn't include my shoes, my purses, my underwear, my socks, all of that stuff. One thing that I will tell you about socks, I told you I'm a hoarder. I used to have really bad emotional attachment to my socks. I know that sounds really weird, but when you're a fat girl and there's very little for you to buy, you develop a real love to things that don't really need to fit. Socks and shoes, basically. I know for some larger women it does affect their feet, but socks, let's say, as opposed to shoes, they do play it safe. So I used to collect my socks and I used to develop an emotional attachment. Now I'm pretty good about getting rid of them as soon as they start getting holey. And the other thing is I only buy them when they're like really cheap, like 3 for 10 shekels. 10 shekels is about $2.50, $3. So that's a really good deal. And I also, another trick that I do is I usually make an attempt of buying at least 3 or 4 of the same kind. So if one sock wears out and they're not like the Nike with the right and left, you can throw away the one, and when another one wears out from another pair of socks, you can still, you know what I mean. Okay, so that's the update number 1. I'm going to put back on my Bollywood music.
Watch my biggest blockbusters online. Watch my biggest blockbusters. Watch my big.
ये नए डॉन राम भाई और आप जानते हैं कि डॉन का तो फंडा है सिंपल सा यार गोली मारा तो